A former Hamilton County Schools teacher found guilty of 15 charges related to the sexual abuse of some of his former students.
The jury found Dwayne Sanders guilty after about 10 hours of deliberation. They found him guilty of 7 counts of aggravated sexual battery and 7 counts of continuous sexual abuse, along with 1 count of aggravated rape.
The judge revoked Sanders' bond and authorities took him into custody. Sanders originally faced a 19-count indictment, but the state dropped 4 of the charges before the trial began.
News Channel 9's Ja'Kai Spikes joins us now to tell us more about one organization that played a key role in the trial. Ja'Kai.
Josh and Kim, the Children's Advocacy Center conducted the forensic interview that jurors heard during the trial. I spoke with the center's executive director about how they conduct these interviews and signs a parent should look out for if they believe that their child is being abused.
They're trained specially to ask non-leading questions because we don't know what happened. We have to let the kid lead us to what they experienced.
The Children's Advocacy Center conducted the forensic interviews that jurors watched during the trial. The video included the victims describing the abuse from Dwayne Sanders.
All the interviewers, as evidenced by the Sanders case, have specific and special training to talk to children in a non-leading, developmentally appropriate manner.
Executive Director Kristen McCauley described how they make the children feel comfortable in these interviews.
We work exceptionally hard here to create an environment where kids and their families feel welcome.
During the trial, each victim was different. Some victims were able to tell what happened to them in the duration of the forensic interview, but others...
It's a laborious process to remember the thing that was the hardest for you, and so often, 90% of the time, kids know the person that's hurting them.
McCauley commends every parent of each victim in this case for coming forward.
Parents who create pathways, or teachers or guidance counselors who create pathways for kids to be able to have those conversations easily are the ones who, might have a disclosure happen again.
J.C. Bowman with the Professional Educators of Tennessee says that even though abuse taking place in the classroom is rare, Bowman says the most important thing is
we got to make sure we're getting the best people in the seats to educate our children. But I do think that it's going to hurt for a long time in public schools in Chattanooga.
Some parents who testified didn't know about the abuse until after Dwayne Sanders had been arrested. McCauley says that it's normal for kids to process trauma differently.
What's the biggest sign that I need to recognize as a parent? That so much of what we tell them is that there's not a hard and fast rule. The thing that we see the most is a behavior change, right? Like not wanting to go to a place that they've always liked to go to.
The Children's Advocacy Center report for the end of 2024 shows that the percentage of sexual abuse cases that are reported in Hamilton County is 48%. Kim.
Ja'Kai, thank you. We heard from the Hamilton County School District after Sanders' conviction, and they tell us they're heartbroken by the circumstances of the case and remain committed to supporting the families affected. And they add Sanders was immediately suspended after the initial allegations and has not worked for them since 2023. You can read their statements, the full statements, on newschannel9.com.